Good day everyone, I'm Ronnie Cruz Jr., first year EMGO5, Section Philip, BS Ed major of Values Education. The four basic concepts of mathematics from Group 2. First, set. A set is a collection of well-defined objects that contains no duplicates. The objects in the set are called the elements of the set. To describe a set, we use brackets and we use capital letters to represent it. There are types of sets: specification of sets, equal sets, equivalent sets, subsets, cardinality of the set, power set, operation of sets, intersection, complementation.
What is a relation? A relation in mathematics defines the relationship between the two different sets of information. If two sets are considered, the relation between them will be established if there is a connection between the elements of a two or more non-empty sets. In math, the relation is the relationship between two or more sets of values. Suppose x and y are two sets of ordered pairs, and set x has a relation with set y, then the values of set x are called the domain, whereas the values of set y are called the range. Example for ordered pairs: 1 and 2, negative 3 and 4, 5, 6, negative 7 and 8, 9 and 2. And the domain is negative 7, 3, 1, 5, 9. And the range is equal to 2, 4, 6, and 8. There are 8 main types of a relation. The first one is the empty relation. An empty relation or void relation is one in which there is no relation between any elements of a set. The second one is universal relation. A universal or full relation is a type of relation in which every element of a set is related to each other. The third one is identity relation. In an identity relation, every element of a set is related to itself only. And the fourth one is inverse relation. Inverse relation is seen when a set has elements which are inverse pairs of another set. Fifth, reflexive relation. In a reflexive relation, every element maps to itself. The sixth, symmetric relation. In a symmetric relation, if A is equal to B is true, then B is equal to A is also true. In other words, a relation R is symmetric only. Seventh, transitive relation. In mathematics, relation R on set X is transitive. For all elements A, B, C, and X, whenever R relates to A to B and B to C, then R also relates to C. 8. Equivalence relation. If a relation is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive at the same time, it is known as an equivalence relation.
Functions. A relation such that each element of the domain is paired with exactly one element of the range. There's ways to verify if a relation is function or not. We can use table, ordered pair, mapping, and graph using vertical line test. So let's have some example, and let us try to verify which among these relation is function and which is not function. We all know that there's 3 types of function. Now let's talk about one-to-one function. A one-to-one function is a function in which the answer never repeats. So look at the example. One-to-one function because it produces a different answer for every input. We should always remember no 2 elements in the domain of correspond to the same element in the range. Next is many-to-one. The example is a function because as we can see, there's have no value of x repeat or the 2 or more partners in this a function, or this is a function. And the last is one-to-many. The example is not function, but this is a relation because as you can see, the value of x have many partners. So let's have another example having equation. We have to substitute the value of x. Equation. F of x is equals to 2x raised to 2 minus 2x. If x is equals to 1, so we have f of 1 is equals to 2 times 1 raised to 2 minus 2 times 1. So f of 1 raised to 2 is 2 times 2, that is 2 minus 1 times 1, so we have 2 minus 2 is equals to 0. F of 2 is equals to 8 minus 4, so we have 4. When x is equals to 3, 3 raised to 2, that is 9. 9 times 2 is equals to 18 minus 2 times 3, that is 6. 18 minus 6 equals to 12. So f of 4 is equals to 4 raised to 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is equals of 32. 2 times 4 is 8. 32 minus 8 is equals to 24. So you can continue that if you are going to use it, you can observe the table. You can see that each value of x have one value of y. So based on the table, you can see that is a function. But if you want to verify, you can use ordered pair. Now, how we verify in graphing using vertical test. So first, x is 1 and y is 0. X is 2, y is 4. X is 3, y is 12. Last, x is 4 and y is 24. So let's draw vertical lines based on the result. You can see that each vertical line here, only one line point of graph. And this is a function.
Good morning everyone, this is Shane Morales, your reporter for today. And for today's news, I will be reporting about binary operations. When we hear about binary operation, what comes in our mind? When we say binary operations, simply means that on a set is a calculation involving three elements of the set to produce another element of the set. A new math binary operation using the symbol is defined to be a star B equals 3A plus B, where A and B are real numbers. Let's have some examples. What is 4 star over 3? Here are solution. 4 star over 3 equals 3 close parenthesis 4 plus 3 equals 12 plus 3 equals 15. Let's have another example. Is A star B commutative? Here are solution. Verify if a star B equals B star A. 3A plus B equals 3B plus A. Not true for all real numbers. If A equals 4 and B equals 2, then 3 close parenthesis 4 plus 2 equals 3, then close parenthesis 2 plus 4 is not true. Therefore, the operation is not commutative for all real numbers.
Blessed day. This is Cheryl Maytican-Deveros reporting about elementary logic. Elementary logic explained what logic is, how it is done, and why it can be exciting. The book covers the most important aspect of logic that all students must learn. For professional logic, it aims to provide the clear introduction to what is often regarded as philosophy's most technically difficult area. Proposition. So what is proposition? Proposition is a declarative sentence that is either true or false but not both. So, proposition is the most fundamental building block of logic. It is defined as a declarative sentence that is either true or false but not the both at the same time. Proposition truth value is true denoted as P if it is a true statement, and false denoted as F if it is a false statement. So what is logical connectives? Logical connective is a logical constant. Logical connective is also known as a logical operator, sentential connective, or sentential operator. Is a logical constant in logic. They can be used to link logical formulas together. Denial. Denial is refusing to accept or believe something or a statement to contradict someone or someone else.
Hello, this is Janami Mangaran reporting the tautology, contradiction, contrapositive, and predicate in elementary logic. Tautology. Tautology is a compound statement in math, which always results in truth value. It doesn't matter what the individual part consists of. The result in tautology is always true. Next is the contradiction. Contradiction is a statement which always false, or a form of proof that establishes the truth or the validity of a proposition. By showing the proposition to be false leads to a contradiction. Contrapositive. Contrapositive occurs when you switch the hypothesis and the inclusion in a statement and negate both statements. In this example, when we switch the hypothesis and the conclusion and negate both, the result is, if it's not a polygon, then it's not a triangle. And last is the predicate. Predicate is a statement or mathematical assertion that contains variables, sometimes referred as predicate variables, and may be true or false depending on those variable value or values.